We going live? Hell yeah, we is. What's up, y'all? This is your boy Rob Glow. This is the Lost Ones Podcast, episode 16. How y'all doing? This is when y'all hear this, it's gonna be Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, whatever. I don't know when I'm gonna post it, whatever. How y'all doing? Now, this episode, we got a couple of things to talk about. Introduce y'all to my very special guest. My girlfriend, my beautiful love, Miss Chareale Lanae. How you doing?
Hey guys.
Speak to the camera, girl.
Oh, hey guys.
Still not even speaking to the camera for real. But we're gonna get to her. Our topics a little later. I got a little sports convo for y'all right now. What's going on in the NBA? I'm hearing seeing a lot of trade talks going around. They're about 20 to 25 games in, so it's about that time. All-Star select is going to be coming up soon. And I've been seeing there's going to be debates about whether an All-Star game is going to be taking place this year because of COVID and about all the restrictions about back-to-backs and teams going to the other side of the country to go play games. I feel like they still should have an All-Star game just because it's an honorable recognition for all players. It's a feature on their resumes once they're done playing. It's an amazing feature, especially for players just now getting their recognition in the league. Players like LeBron, Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, they have multiple time All-Star appearances, so that kind of doesn't mean nothing to them. But just players that's just getting that experience, that feel, I feel like it's a perfect opportunity for them to get their names and their games, honorable mentions. This is still a Paul George slander account, y'all. I don't care. I'm going to slander Paul George 1,000 miles per hour. I'm sorry. Because he's going to fool you guys again. He's having a great regular season. I'm not even going to take nothing away. Let me honestly get some good feedback about Paul George. He's looking nice. He's looking like prime Indiana before the leg injury Paul George. Better shooter, but he's looking like prime Paul George. Now, if he continues to play like this at the end of the season and into the playoffs and show why the Clippers just gave him the second highest contract in NBA history, which I still don't agree with, never will agree with, but that's not my opinion on it. Whatever. Sorry, y'all, my microphone went off. And it stopped the recording as well. We still got it on YouTube. So whatever. Let me see if it's going to play still. Sorry, y'all, my audio people. We got cut off for a second, but we back in. Whatever. Back to what I was saying about Paul George. Paul George been looking like a superstar this season. He's been playing like a top 10 superstar. I will give him his P's. Right now, he's shooting about 51, 52% from the field, about 41% from three, and 80% from the free throw line. Great numbers. Like I said, if he continues his play into the end of the season, into the playoffs where it matters most, then I'll change my opinion and my stance. But until then, this is another season where Paul George is looking spectacular, and then he's going to have a fall off. We've seen it for the last 4 or 5 years now, so I'm not easily impressed. Now, the Clippers as a whole, been looking good. I'm not going to be biased on them guys this year. If they continue to look this good, they're going to give the Lakers some problems, especially since the Lakers are deciding to coast this year, especially Anthony Davis. But for the most part, the Clippers as a whole have been looking fine. Even though they lost the lead to the Brooklyn Nets, and tonight, last night when you guys hear and see this, they just beat the Cavaliers 121-99, which I expect for the fucking Clippers to beat a team like the Cavs. I love Cleveland. I think Cleveland's going to be in the contention for a tournament this year to get into the playoffs. But we are still a crappy team nonetheless. I expect for the Clippers to beat a team like the Cavs. Now, you blowing smoke on my face, girl?
I'm sorry,
Disrespectful, y'all. Disrespectful. But yeah, to lose a game against the Brooklyn Nets who doesn't play defense to save a life. They probably couldn't guard my fat ass, but that's neither here or there. That's neither here or there, but they can't guard anybody. So the fact that they was able to steal a win on the Clippers, it's going to be dangerous to see them get into situations like that. Once again, Anthony Davis is still a superstar. Stop slandering him because he's deciding to coast through the season like LeBron. Let me hit that one more time. Thank you.
I was about to ask you that.
Oh my God, she dropped the play, y'all. My girl's right here, so guess what? Yeah, whatever you're saying. But yeah. It's going to be an exciting playoffs this year. I feel like a lot of teams going to show their asses this season. And those teams, I don't think Milwaukee's getting out the second round. I don't even think the Miami Heat is getting to the playoffs. The Miami Heat haven't been looking too good. Jimmy Butler's been ending up the lineup. Injury, COVID issues. A lot of teams is going through that. Tyler Hero has not progressed. He's about the same. He's a shooter. He's slithery. He can get his own shot, but he can't play defense. He doesn't really pass the ball. Doesn't make teammates better, and he doesn't really go to the rim. So Boston probably won't make it out the first round. I'm sorry I'm going to have to do this to a lot of y'all. I know that Jason Tatum is a lot of y'all best player from the Celtics, but he's not. I've been saying for the past year that Jaylen Brown's a better player than Jason Tatum. He's a better defender than Jason Tatum. He goes to the rim better than Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown don't pass the ball either, but at least he can get about 5 assists. Nah, Jason Tatum might skin his ass. He ain't doing that. This nigga settle for jumpers every game, y'all. And if I'm lying, watch a lot of Jason Tatum highlights. About 75 to 80% of those are jumpers. He's not attacking the rim. He's getting about 4 or 5 free throws a game. He don't pass the ball. He plays good to average defense, but nah. Jason Tatum hasn't progressed his game either, but he's still on a level where he's done enough in his career thus far, and he's still a top 10 scorer in the league, so he can pass with his game not really progressing, but he's still one of the best scorers in the league and one of the best young players in the league. Now, let's get to the nitty gritty. I'm a little corny, but so it was this post I seen on Twitter, y'all. Follow me on Twitter, Rob127. By the way,
after
man, why they just fucking suspended me from Twitter for about 12 hours? I will get to that towards the end of the podcast.
It happens to the best of us. My time has been 3
Oh
times.
yeah. We all know about you. We know how you get down. But anyway, I seen this post on Twitter. I forgot who it was by. Chareale, you can go see because you responded to that too. But it was a post saying that.
Talking about Harriet Tubman?
Yes, that's what I was getting to. Just give us about a few seconds, but the background story of it is about Harriet Tubman being a fictional character.
Which she might be.
Little conspiracy theory just to throw at y'all.
Which is nothing wrong with conspiracy theories.
They're a part of life, and there's been a lot of conspiracy theories that a lot of people like to shake off. One of them, 9/11 was an inside job, which nobody with a brain, well, people without a brain still don't seem to realize that was an inside job.
Well, I feel like we was too young to actually pay attention.
Yeah, 2001, I was what?
I was like 6.
So I was like 5 and a half. Yeah, so, but yeah, that's one. What's another conspiracy theory?
A lot of them are flat. I don't really.
Yeah, but it's a lot.
Aliens, John F. Kennedy, all of them. Basically everything is a conspiracy theory. I don't even know why they get a bad rep. Like.
Yes. Get your thoughts away. Do your thing.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't feel like they should like get a bad rep. Like, especially if you know like where the word came from and why it became like such a bad thing in the first place. I'm trying to find that tweet.
Nah, get your peas off.
Hold on, I'm trying to find a tweet. You want me to get my opinion off about conspiracy theories? I don't really care for the word though. Like, you call me a conspiracy theory, that's fine. It just means I either think differently or I have a different outlook on things. But I don't think the word should be a negative. It shouldn't have a negative meaning. You know, like.
I feel like a lot of people are closed-minded, that they don't really take the time to like really get into things that they think they know, but it's a lot of shit behind the scenes that plays into roles, and you know, people should do their research before trying to dismiss something like.
Yeah, definitely. Don't. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, I feel like if you're gonna debate with me or you're gonna try to.
I think debate with anyone, period.
Yeah, if you're gonna debate with anybody, period, you should make sure you get your facts straight. Because especially if you're still thinking of a place of indoctrination, or if you're still thinking in that manner, you definitely need to get your facts straight before you try to debate or call someone wrong, or try to come up with someone crazy because they think differently than what you were brought up or what you were conditioned or traditioned or whatever to believe. So
oh yeah, this is gonna be the trim video, so I'm gonna post for the promotion. Definitely. Oh yeah, for sure. Because a lot of people just ignorant to their own minds, and they're not taking the time to expand to see what shit for really is. I mean, especially black people.
Especially us.
We should be.
We don't believe shit stank.
We don't believe shit stank. We just believe anything that we see or hear first, without doing no type of research or backstory, just to see what's real, what's not, why they lying to us, why they been lying to us. But why y'all? Yeah. Especially niggas that go to PWI. No offense.
I just don't understand how can people, like, that's one thing. How can we look at the past and not like see the shit? Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, some stuff is just there, like, and people like refuse to see it just because it's uncomfortable for them, or just because it don't fit in with what's comfortable for them or what they're used to. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like,
they don't want to get uncomfortable too. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna name this episode? Opinionated. Definitely. That's, man, one thing I would do, I would find a solid ass like title. Yeah. That was like, when we seen that Harriet Tubman post, because I know we
where is it? It's in here. I don't know on Twitter that much.
Yeah, I could do it from my phone, but then I'm gonna have to shut everything off.
I have been.
Yeah. I would just honestly go back, just search Harriet Tubman. But yeah. What's another topic that I said? Gender roles.
Oh, but anyways, we can still talk about Harriet Tubman until we found the post, because I can see the truth in that a little bit, because who knows? The government has lied to us about everything. The whole education system is false. So to think about that, and to also think about what Kanye said, also think about why she is represented to us in school, just like Martin Luther King, just like the rest of them. There's a reason behind them being pushed on us. So you got to think about that also. Why is she taught to us? She's not the most powerful, she just didn't do the best.
She did something, but it was.
She did something, but it's not the best. Like Rosa Parks. Why is Rosa Parks so pushed on us? I mean, I'm sorry, Rosa.
Not sorry. Man, not sorry, Rosa, but no, I feel you though.
Like you got Angela Davis. You got so many other black women who've done.
And they was on the front lines doing shit.
On some crazy shit, but you want to talk about the woman who gave up a seat?
I'm not going nowhere.
I could have gave up a seat. That's minimal.
and you light skinned. I mean, no,
Oh, Master would have gave up that seat for me.
Yeah, you're wild. But yeah, it's a lot of this how they push Martin Luther King down people's throats and not shit about Malcolm X. I didn't really start learning Malcolm X until like literally out of high school, like first.
But you do gotta understand where Martin Luther King came from, because when I first found out about Martin Luther King, I bashed him like a motherfucker. Him and Obama bashed the hell out of him. But,
so no, go into context on why you bashed him, or not bash. I would say not fans of them, basically.
Okay, that's a lot.
We can go one by one. So which one you want to start with first?
Start with Martin Luther King. Basically, Martin Luther King did have like a damn baby.
Relax.
Okay, so Martin Luther King did have like he knew like his thing was he just wanted us to be equal, but integration did become like one of their main. He talked about integration, but he talked about it more so like we deserve to be able to walk in any store, not more so we want to walk in that store that much,
Mm-hmm.
It's not that, it wasn't like that. So they pushed that because they thought like, especially when they started seeing us be great on our own, they definitely start pushing integration, because they was like, if they focus more on working for us and building for us and making us better, they're not going to focus on them. So of course they're going to push the man who's saying we want to be accepted in these white-owned businesses, instead of the man that's saying fuck these white-owned businesses, make your own.
Because niggas in Black Wall Street was already doing that for each other.
Not even Black Wall Street, you got Rosewood. It's so many other ones that they don't talk about. They're going to talk about one because they want us to look somewhat great, but they're not going to talk about the best ones, or they're not going to constantly bring up
the important ones who really did some shit.
Yeah, like they're not going to do that. So you got to understand, like, the thing about Harriet Tubman, that could be false. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's not a conspiracy theory. Whatever, But
not even just what she did, what she didn't do or did do. They talk about she's a fictional character that was act written by the government to create a fictional person that is Harriet Tubman. She was born in the late
1869?
Yeah, she died in 1913. So, yeah, she was born in 1900s.
Damn.
Yeah.
Not
1900s, but 1913 nonetheless. But yeah.
But what Kanye said about her, let's
Oh yeah, one of the comments I was made about Harriet Tubman, I think it was about maybe a couple months ago, or up to a year ago. Kanye West said that Harriet Tubman really didn't free slaves; she just brought them to work with white people. There's a truth and a false to that, honestly. My thing is about that comment, bro. I think I reported on something. I think I did the same thing on a couple podcast episodes ago. I said,
brain fart,
like a motherfucker. Bro, how is we gonna make money coming out of slavery and we free people? Where are we gonna make money? How are we gonna survive? How are we gonna
trading? That's why I said Harriet Tubman was freeing us to go still be under white people. Like
they were the only ones with the resources, the money. They were at the time. They were.
That's what they want you to think. They're not going to tell you about the slaves who ran off, rebel, and killing white people and started their own little ass community. They're not going to tell you about that. They're going to tell you about the lady who freed the slaves and took them to the north to still hide and be scared under white people. Of course. Again, of course. They're not going to tell you about the rebels. Yeah, Nat Turner, but then again, that goes into the Bible. Niggas, okay, y'all. Negro, I got to stop that word, but anyways.
We try.
Yeah, I got to stop that word. It's very conditioned to me. I don't say it a lot around my daughter, and I don't call little kids that, but it's very,
it's conditioned all of us for real.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had made a whole episode about my boy Kanye West about them comments he said about that, and slavery was a choice.
Slavery was a choice.
Y'all can go check that episode out. I think it was the Hold Yourself Accountable one. Maybe it was. I think it was the New Year's Same Vibes one. Go check both of those out for real, for real. But yeah. Maybe she was a fictional character. I don't know. Maybe y'all should just do your research and find it out for yourselves and come to a conclusion whether or not you believe it.
I mean, she's still a great person. She's still a great.
She still contributed to some shit like.
If that's the case, it's still something that you should teach your babies about.
Yeah, not circle mostly all the history of African Americans around that.
Her or Malcolm X or the rest of them. Please, y'all, get out of that. Please.
Explain.
Like, get out of that. Like, we still teaching our, like, I don't know, like, It's so many more than Malcolm X. It's so many more than Martin Luther King. It's so many more than Rosa Parks.
They don't teach people about Malcolm X as much as they teach about Rosa Parks and Malcolm.
Yeah, but Malcolm X is still pushed, like, he still kind of pushed a little bit for that. He still kind of pushed for that, like, against, like, how they always, it's always an image of a black man and another black man going against each other, and that's kind of who they put Malcolm X, Martin Luther King with. So he's kind of like the bad.
And it's fucked up because they was real cool with each other.
Yeah, and that's why they kind of killed MLK. They didn't kill Malcolm. They didn't kill Martin Luther King until he had a change of heart. Like, until he realized, like, damn. They still kill him, but it was like, it took them a while because they was like using him in a way.
And he didn't die at the scene. That's one. They murdered him in the hospital. That's what they never teach us in school. Never lie.
But like Malcolm X said, what kind of man let his enemies teach his babies?
I ain't gonna say Malcolm X is pushed too much, but then gonna quote.
No, people don't quote that. Of course, no one's gonna quote that. That's a quote that I found. That why would you let your enemy teach your babies?
We've been doing that for years.
I ain't doing it.
Well, I haven't done that either. I've been taught that, but yeah.
I've been taught it too, but
yeah. Some scary shit, man.
It's about to get worse, y'all.
Shit gonna get worse before it get better.
But adversity is normal.
But, niggas been facing adversity for how long? At some point, when is shit gonna get better?
When y'all get y'all together.
I mean, you gotta take about, how many black people do you think it is in America? Like 50 mil to 100 mil. We only 17%.
Oh, we're only 17%. But yeah, white people try so hard to get rid of us.
That's something to think about. I haven't thought about that before. I haven't.
How can the face of humanity be only 17%?
The creators.
The creators. This is our shit.
I mean, it's a lot of black people around the earth, but I think just in the United States. That's what I'm saying. In the United States, you think it's more black people or the same amount of black people it is white people?
Yeah. Only because the United States is the only ones trying so hard to get rid of us. And China, maybe. I don't know. Maybe China. I think China it might be China's turn, I don't think we're ready yet.
What you mean?
Like, how they say every kingdom has their fall, and like, how white people have been running this shit for almost 400 plus years, 6,000, I don't know how long. They only been here for 6,000 years, but, they've been running shit for about 400.
We was on the planet first. And what's another thing I want to say? Something about religion. Some of y'all might not fuck with me when I say this.
Oh, baby, don't do that.
Fuck it, I don't care.
Hurt the feelings.
Niggas and white people pray to the same God. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. Niggas and white people praise to the same God. why the fuck would God? Oh, I put the air quotes there. They really gonna spam my ass. Yeah, why would God want
Or you say God.
black and brown people to go through the bullshit they've been going through for fucking centuries and centuries of time, and we still going through it? And it's some shit that they taught on us to control us and to maintain us and to have us pray to a being that we've never seen. We didn't know about it. This is not our land. This is not our language. This is not our names. This is not. This is.
This is ours. This is ours. You're not African, baby. Sorry. This is ours. Yeah, let's get out of that too. We did not come on no ships.
So how do we come?
We've been here. We are the real Indians, if you want to say
the real indigenous people.
Right, the millenniated people, the indigenous people, the Native Americans, whatever you want to call it. That's us. We are not African Americans. We are not Africans. That's where everybody has that in them, because that's where civilization started from. But if you want to be technical, we are from here. This is ours. It's been ours. There's no possible way they got that many slaves. No.
When you start doing your blog, you need to start talking into the mic.
Okay. Let me spit over it.
Boom. But no, continue. No, you was saying some shit.
I forgot, you made me lose my train of thought. Kind of like dissed me a little bit. It kind of embarrassed me.
My bad. Oh, whatever. I'm trying to fake her. Anyways, we almost at 26 minutes, 27 minutes.
How long you be wanting us to go?
Shit, 3 more minutes and I'm cool. Actually, honestly, I could be done at this moment, but I be trying to expand the episode time, so it'd be at least 30 minutes. So I'm gonna get a couple more minutes of some shit for real.
Yeah, but teach these babies something different.
Shit.
That's where it starts from. If y'all want change, it starts from home. No matter how many times y'all go out and march, no matter how many Black Lives Matter. And by the way, stop supporting that bullshit. This is a very opinionated.
That's why the title of the name is gonna be opinionated. I should say very opinionated, but that'd be hilarious. That's an insider. But yeah.
Yes.
But it's real. But that's real though. It's real. I'm gonna get the honorable Elijah Muhammad on this bitch. I'm gonna be speaking that real shit. If I get that far with this podcast and shit, having some real leaders on my dear grace, have my nigga up here when we smoking. I'm like, yeah, bro. Did it hurt getting them tattoos on your face? That's gonna be the first question I ask him.
Probably.
Was you off a drug or was you bare sober? Because I doubt it. You have to be off something to get a tattoo off your face.
I kind of want one. I want a small one, but I don't know.
I have to get more tattoos on my body to even think about getting a face tattoo.
Of course. It's not just something you go head first in unless you like body.
Facts. Speaking of head first, I have a headache.
I thought you were going to say something else. I was about to say, it's time to wrap it up then.
Facts. Yeah, y'all. So I'm gonna start doing more promotion and more content on the Instagram, on the Lost Ones Instagram page, because only at times I'll just be posting the episodes and promoting the episodes every day, but then I'll just be getting off of it. So from now on, there'll be more promotion on the podcast page. Follow that. You guys can also follow the YouTube page, the Lost Ones Podcast YouTube channel. On Apple, Lost Ones Podcast, Spotify, same damn thing. Told y'all we're giving y'all 2 episodes a week, so this is dropping Thursday morning. So I'll be on the lookout. The video version It's gonna come out later in the day. I'm gonna first drop the audio version, so be on the lookout. So thank y'all for tuning in. Once again, thank you to my very, very special guests.
Well, you want to say bye?
No, what you think?
See y'all.
And guess what? One don't wanna be either. Bye.